Hey there folks, today we're looking at the Keystep 37 from Arturia and how you can program and store different sequences. If you've got any questions on this or any of my other content, then please post them in the comments and I will get back to you to see if I can help. Now, some people may not realise that you can store up to 8 separate sequences on the Arturia Keystep 37 and easily flick between them whilst playing. The secret is in the first knob. Now initially I thought the numbers around this knob were just related to the sequence modes. You know, number 1 is up, number 2 is down, etc. But no, they actually refer to the 8 different sequences that you can store. So if I program a sequence with the knob in position 1, it gets stored like this. And I can then play that sequence back. And if I turn the knob to position 2, I can now record a different sequence. And again, play that back. And now if I move back on the knob to position 1, I can play that sequence and then move to position 2 and automatically play the second sequence after it, or alternate between the two. And I can do that for the 8 available sequences. So here I'm now going to play through all 8 sequences that I have stored in the Keystep 37. Also, if I then go into the Arturia MIDI control center, I can determine when I want the next sequence to be triggered, which can be one of 3 ways. Number 1 is at the end of the sequence. This means that if I start a sequence and then switch to another sequence, the new one will only start playing once the initial sequence has ended. So here's sequence 1 again, and what I'm going to do is press play, and immediately after I've pressed play I'm going to move the knob to sequence 2, but you'll see that it doesn't actually start playing sequence 2 until sequence 1 has ended, like this. The next option is instant reset. This means that as soon as you change sequence, the initial sequence will stop immediately and the new one will take over from the start of its sequence, like this. So here again I'm going to play sequence 1 and then I'm going to move to sequence 2, and you'll see that it immediately moves to sequence 2. It doesn't wait for sequence 1 to finish playing. The third option is instant continue. This means that as soon as you change sequence, the new sequence will take over, but from the same position that the previous sequence stopped in. So for example, if you have 2 16-note sequences and you stop the first one at step 8 in the sequence, the next one will start halfway through its sequence from step 9, like this. So again, here's the first sequence, and as we move to sequence 2, you'll hear that it takes over in the middle of its sequence rather from the start. So there you have it. That's how to program and store up to 8 different sequences on the Arturia Keystep 37. I hope you found this video useful, and if you have, please don't forget to like, subscribe and ring that bell. And if you've got any questions on this or any of my other content, then please post them in the comments down below and I will get back to you to see if I can help. Of course, all other comments or feedback is highly appreciated. But for now, I've been Graham. Take care and catch you later.